people who check
Hello,
those
everybody.
trains.
Welcome back to Stellaris. So we temporarily don't have Kira, so we kind of loaded into a side game that a couple of us have been playing. Brony has taken over an NPC. I have no idea which NPC.
I have chosen poorly. I am in the red on most things. I'm apparently at war. Who am I at war with? Oh, let's see. Okay, I am at war.
Shabtech Confederation of Systems.
Oh,
you're way over here.
I got a couple little pieces of empire there. And
well, at least you get practice for getting yourself out of danger.
Okay, and it's these people apparently who I don't actually have a real border with. So maybe, yeah.
All right. So at this point, I think we're about ready to start.
As ready as I'm going to get. This is
all right. Nothing bad is going to happen.
We won't play this all night. We'll get you over the other one.
And here we go. No, somebody just instantly died. Hang on, pausing.
Oh.
The hell, seriously. I hit play and instantly death. Need a physics researcher.
Yes, I understand that,
You.
Where the heck are we?
You like physics?
Oh.
Okay. Let's try this again. Alright,
Okay,
I'm pausing again.
Shabtech Confederate of Systems?
Yep.
So, by the way, you may want to check out your research times.
In seconds. Okay, yeah.
Oh boy.
Stay 6 months. Wow. Yay.
For any of our viewers, this particular game is with a different rule set than normal. We have maximized the cost of science and traditions. So,
it's painfully slow.
Yeah. There's a reason I'm researching mining level 2, and we're at 95 years into
Okay, I need to... can we pause for just a moment?
Yep.
I need to go to the market and, buy lots of stuff.
All right.
Sell all of that so that I can no longer have... I need food. There. Food. And maybe some more food. And, yeah. So, that should last me for about a year and a quarter. So, anyways.
All right, 1 second here. No. This. You.
How did I get a Ecumenopolis world?
I don't know. All right, ready to start again?
Huge.
Yep.
Okay,
so I'm helping these guys fight these two guys. Okay, that makes sense.
You're only in your 50s, so you shouldn't die. All right. All right, you need jobs.
Build stuff.
You have jobs, you just haven't downgraded yet. All right.
So let's see. What do I know about my people? Let's see. We're fanatical egalitarians. We're xenophobic. Let's see.
Always good.
And we're like giant praying mantises. So yeah.
Seems legit.
We're democratic people with a parliamentary system and with heavy environmental leanings. So. And apparently we like tropical worlds, or at least...
Apparently my economy's doing very well.
Ah, nice.
Oh, and but apparently we're not opposed to slavery.
You know.
I have 27 slaves of
Construction complete.
stuff here, so that looks like a jack-o'-lantern, apparently. Yeah, so, yeah, just jumping into
So you're ruled by a jack-o'-lantern, all right? That's about all I know so far.
No, our slaves are jack-o'-lanterns. That's...
Oh.
Where
Does
the
that
heck?
make you the Pumpkin King?
Yes, that definitely makes me the Pumpkin King.
All right.
There's a fleet heading towards you.
Who's you?
The Hynerian Empire. Oh,
That's
Fair
my
Noble.
empire. Yeah, I'm fighting with the Lolendra.
I think we're in a war together. Oh yeah, we are. Oh, and you have...
I just started up physics
A
research 2. 199 months remaining. That's with 417 science a month.
We're alive. Don't turn the porch light on.
Hi, Kira.
Yep, so she's back.
Yay.
Oh, the war ended?
Yeah.
Time to integrate Husko Free State.
Yep.
Huh.
So we're gonna play this for a bit, and then if we do. Yep.
So let's see. The Hynerians are Sarnobyl, and Crusaders are Shinny, I believe.
Yes.
Okay.
Technology.
Oh wow, we all
discovered.
kind of spawned right next to each other here. Except with this, commerce league
Construction
in between
complete.
here.
Yeah, that looks like Sarnobyl's vassal.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and where are you? Cause
Survey complete.
I have loads of surplus food. I should be growing the population here.
I go down here and survey that. Okay, yeah. So we're 9-month supply of food. Okay. I just am assuming this is going to be a normal thing now. You know what? We're going to do this because we need those two.
This planet requires colonization.
You build that.
I have a lot of planets. Would you like some of them, Chernobyl?
What's that?
I apparently took a lot of planets from that war. Did you want any of them? I have quite a few. Desert, tundra, savanna,
I'm
arid.
good. Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay.
Let's see. Edicts.
Okay, just started founding my new colony, the Toy Emporium, where I'm going to produce consumer goods. In their own unique way, Each of these planets' names tells me what I do with them. Except Raveland. What was Raveland for again?
Increasing happiness.
Oh, no, I remember. That was going to be a generator world. Because of all the lights.
Yes, foxes, we will accept this non-aggression status. And rivalry, which we don't really care about. There's a fleet.
So how's everybody's week been so far?
So far so good.
Yeah, pretty good.
You guys need things and... Oh, that's already under construction.
Wow, my Empire Sprawl is very high.
So I really need rare crystals.
I'm at
That is the
213.
thing. Oh, this is the game where I have everything in my empire. I just don't know how to harvest or use it yet.
And we will sell a bunch of that. And we'll buy some more of this.
Right, and I need to unlock Starhold. Okay.
Okay, and actually, what about... Where are you? Okay, you're kind of important, so... You're full. You're full. Why do I have, like, 90 anchorages?
But just think, you're paying pennies on the dollar for ship upkeep.
That is probably true, which I would feel better about if I had a positive energy credits.
Or a fleet.
I have a fleet.
Okay.
I'm currently sending them to go die, which will probably give me a positive energy credits after that.
You know, I laugh, but I've done that before. It's like, I need to kill you guys off, because disbanding your fleet just seems wasteful.
Construction complete.
Let's see.
And I need to go sell some more stuff. Yeah, I can sell some of this, I suppose. Doing decently there.
Okay. This place is going to need a prison. Or at least a precinct house.
Construction complete.
Let me just read the first sentence of this. What can only be described as a dimensional portal has been discovered in a remote location on the pot fields.
Construction complete.
Research faster.
Building this, because I'll need that energy over there.
Construction complete.
I forget, am I allowed to enslave entire species, or do we ban that? Okay, slavery is allowed.
Survey complete.
Victory, I think.
I don't see anything that says I can't enslave entire species. Alright, this is a thing that's about to happen. Who in my empire would be most useful as slaves? You have 4 eyes like we do. That means you're a higher life form. You only have 2 eyes. You only have 2 eyes. I think... Okay, those look like... Okay, you have 4 eyes. You're a higher life form. You don't have eyes. You're a pumpkin.
Yep, those are the people I have slaves of.
You are getting slaved.
Oh, I could probably sell them as to deal with these deficits I have.
Wait, what? Our empire
Also, I should
our
probably
empire values
expand
xenospecies
this.
too highly, so we can't actually make them slaves.
Get rid of my 3rd science ship since I.
On the other hand, I'm doing this all wrong. Flurp, you guys need. Let's see,
There's
full
a lot of
citizenship.
slaves on the market.
Construction
Stratified.
complete.
What do I have to do to unlock utopian abundance? We do not embrace the necessary egalitarian ideals. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Flurp live on couches and have grapes dropped into our mouths. Everybody else drops grapes into our mouths.
Okay.
I think at this point I actually would easily be able to just crash the mineral market even worse than it already is. Minerals are already only like 1/3 of an energy credit apiece.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Well, let me know when you're about to crash it, and I'll crash it first.
97 years into the game, and I just started researching star holes. It's going to take 259 months.
Oh, wow.
What's this? Mindorgy has a building spot. That means more research labs. For science! Science. Okay.
You build stuff.
Alright. You guys are getting close to another population. Damn it.
Alright, so I
Still
got.
need rare crystals. And rare crystals are not on the market. So apparently nobody has them for sale yet.
Yeah, I have nothing.
Construction
No
complete.
exotic things for me.
And none
Or
yet
rare.
for me either. Judging from where I am in the research tree, I can only assume we have a long way to go before that's a thing. Thankfully, this game goes till the year 3000, so...
Yeah.
Or 3200, so... Do we have fallen empires in this game? I forget. Yes, we do. We have
yeah.
one.
I have one by me. Because they have 23k score.
Ah,
With 17k technology level. That's a very nice technology level you have there.
It'd be a shame if something were to happen to it. I need a science ship. Actually, I need 2 science ships.
So,
Where'd my construction ship go? You, where are you? You're way up there.
you go here.
I want this system. Give me this system. Despite being way over my admin cap, I want that system.
Okay, so I'm starting to make some progress slowly with these deficits. How the heck did I get this bad?
Because NPCs.
I have a deficit of 144 food a month.
That's...
Ooh.
Ouch.
Yeah. It's like, and you get an agricultural district, and you get an agricultural district. I have deficits with my energy credits and consumer goods as well, but not nearly that bad.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait. I have time for you and your
So-
political.
So my science world has a, due to the atmospheric aphrodisiacs, has a negative 20% governing ethics attraction. Isn't this pretty much the setup for Bioshock? The science world with the like, we don't really care about what's right or wrong. Just do science.
Thank you.
Ooh, regenerative hull tissue. 402 months remaining. I gotta say, slow science is actually quite entertaining in its own.
Yeah.
The next thing is going to complete for me in 158 months. That's when the next research is going to complete for me. So in more than 10 years. Although Mind Orgy is ramping up with more scientists, so actually encourage planetary growth. I need all the scientists I can get.
Oh, someone insulted me. Safosan citizen to state. Where are they? They're a bird people.
Go away. Where the heck are you? You're there. Let's survey that system.
Okay, we need a good scientist here. You. And we need a good research scientist.
You see that tiny little empire in the Sea of Westher?
What was that?
You see the tiny little empire in the middle or top right of Theocracy of Westher? Fastballs.
Oh, yeah.
They insulted me.
That seems foolish. Okay, where is
Construction
Mind Orgy?
complete.
Okay, Mind Orgy is in Southmac.
Alright.
I just saw that place. Where was it? Oh, here it is. Move here.
Construction complete.
The science ship, will research. Here. Because I want to pen these guys in
Construction
before they
complete.
become a problem. Actually, no, if I want to. Yeah. Yes.
I have major crime on my population.
Oh,
Yeah, not sure why.
that seems less than ideal.
Survey complete.
Yeah,
You know, aside from the admin cap, this is probably the best I've ever done just managing the planets in my empire.
And buying more food.
Yay! Feed the peoples.
So that 144 food deficit's down to only 100 deficit now.
Complete.
Yay, I think. Okay, traditions. What am I going to go for next?
Construction complete.
I suppose discovery seems like the best.
What I'm going to do here, I'm actually going to that to convert some of that into that.
Ooh, administrative
Construction
operation.
complete.
Prosperity is looking awfully good. Yeah, I might go prosperity or discovery. I'll go one of those two. Only 340 months remaining on my regenerative hull tissue.
wow.
Let's see how much that changes as soon as I put this
Construction
starship in order, or this ship in orbit.
I got one finishing 2 months.
Assist research. Because the last time we played this game was before I realized that spaceships could assist research. So that's going to make a substantial difference, I hope, even though this guy's so far only level 1. Hopefully not for long.
Alright. Alright. Oh, take over.
Oh, I should have looked at what kind of people I'm playing with.
Wait. Oh, right, I'm currently building something to deal with that.
Kinetic, militaristic. Oh, that makes sense.
Construction complete.
So I downloaded and started playing Cities Skylines last night.
Yep.
A, highly recommended.
Mm-hmm.
B, okay, so if we don't count Animal Crossing, the last city builder I played was the original SimCity.
Alright.
Now, granted, I mean, this was back when that came out, so this was long before, you know, there was any sort of tracking of how many hours you've played of a certain game, but
Yep.
I guarantee I put 500 plus hours into that game. A lot has changed about city builders since then. Just in terms of like strategies and in terms of like the level of complexity of modeling has vastly increased.
Construction complete.
And the sounds are way nicer now than they used to be. Gotta say, music in City Skylines, absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
Listening to a song about Vikings while zoning out residential areas, definitely. that is. I didn't know that was a thing I needed in my life, but it turns out it is. Research faster. Wait. Why do I have you here and you here? Hang on, I'm going to pause for just a moment. I need to do some reassigning of people.
Okay.
Okay. You should be researching social stuff. Yeah. And you should be researching engineering stuff. I'm sure it was a case of just there weren't any of their chosen field available at the time. Okay, starting up again. Much better, or at least significantly better.
Okay, let's see. So, I think we're gonna start turning over from food. Hey, I'm shooting things. Pew pew pew.
And we need minerals.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
What else you got?
I have a surplus of minerals. I'm trying to get consumer goods. Or alloys, alternatively.
Survey complete.
I got tons.
Is there anybody that needs minerals?
No, I'm good. Thanks, though.
Right.
How are you for energy credits?
I'm doing all right on those.
I could change, say, 500 alloy into like 1,000 energy credits for.
Oh, alloys! I don't have a whole lot of minerals.
I will give you 500 alloy if you
perfect.
have 1,000 energy credits laying around.
Energy credits I'm short on. It's minerals that I got a lot of.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll just sell them on the market.
You have food?
Some. I have a lot of food. Like my food is growing rapidly, but I keep spending it on increasing the size of my colonies, so my stockpile is low.
Yeah, that was my plan too.
Yeah, I'll just sell that to the market. There we go.
Why are there frogs growing on my best world?
We're
Reasons.
Hynerians, not frogs.
Okay. I like that. You know, why are there frogs in my homeworld? Where they're Hernarian, like, what is it? You know, not frogs. And then all I hear is war declared.
Or were declared.
Okay, it is really throwing me off. It is really throwing me off that there's a group called the Apathy in this game, because another friend of ours who doesn't stream with us has an empire called the Apathy in a different game, and it keeps throwing me off.
Ships upgraded.
I really wish I could have just.
Engaging enemy
What was that?
fleet.
I have a meme in response to everything.
Construction complete.
Oh, when did that complete? Research stations, go.
Would you want to go back to war with the Lolhindra Slayers?
Not yet.
Alright, I guess they're not expanding either, so if they start
Survey
expanding.
complete.
You know, I only actually have a very small number of. I think I only have 4 possible edicts that actually use influence.
I only have like 2 right now.
This is weird because when I'm playing the Telehazanite Empire, for those guys, I have just loads of them that use influence. Okay, Potfields is ready to get their first district. Farming.
Hostile fleet encountered.
Gonna do some agriculture. Yeah.
My economy is actually doing surprisingly really well.
Station under
So it
attack.
always throws me off when, okay, I know a population isn't just like one person, it's like
Can you
billions
pause
of
for a
people
moment?
or whatever. What was that?
Can you pause for a moment?
Sure.
Okay, let's see.
So I know that like one population isn't just an individual person, but there's something weird to me still about being a fractional amount negative on housing.
That just means a few thousand people don't have a home.
Well, they can move in with people that do have homes. It'll be fine.
And I need more of you over here.
Yeah, I just recently had an event that 2 gangs went to war, and they said tens of thousands of people have died, and
That's
I lost
not
1
gangs. That's armies.
That's gangs in my empire.
10,000 people. At the average Civil War battle, less people died than that.
Well, our government is planning on moving the capital due to that. My capital city has insane criminal activity.
Apparently.
What type of empire are you playing?
Spiritualistic, fanatic, militaristic.
Okay. Now, as somebody who occasionally plays a hippie empire myself, normally crime isn't a problem. Actually, I'm having more dealings with crime as the Flurp than I am as the Telehaznites by far.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong.
All right. I'm as good as I'm going to get to.
All right, ready to unpause?
Yeah.
Here we go.
And as soon as we unpause,
Instant death.
well, my leader died.
Well, it's sort of like when we first booted up the game. Like the moment we started, one of my guys died, and like 3 days later, another guy died.
Well, I found something to throw all my minerals into.
Oh,
On my, how do you pronounce that word?
Under fire.
Ecumenopolis?
actually, I think that's about right.
Ecumenopolis. Anyways, to clear one blocker, it costs 1,000 minerals and 1,000 energy. So it's quite expensive.
Let's look at my possible replacement candidates here. Oh. And just go away.
By the way, so as I was playing City Skylines yesterday, I came to a conclusion. Nintendo and Paradox need to get together, and we need to make a city builder Animal Crossing game. If you two could, combine your dev teams and could get on that, that would be like that would be an awesome thing, and I'd appreciate it greatly. I know none of you are watching, but if you were, I would pre-order that the day it became available for pre-order. I would wait in the midnight line. I don't care if it's a work night. I'm calling in sick.
Yeah.
Log updated.
Sorry, boss. They made a game that's Animal Crossing and City Skylines like combined. I'm not going to be in tomorrow. You're just going to have to accept that. Build faster. Research faster. Do everything faster. Is this what being a manager is like?
So this is why they're always asking for due dates.
I get it now. Well, not really. They're still assholes, but I understand the assholeness now. You remember my comment earlier, Brony, about how I could never be a rated G stream?
Yeah.
I try to stick to PG-13. Sometimes I may err on the side of PG, but I try for PG-13. I don't think I've veered into NC-17 territory yet. I'm sure it'll accidentally happen someday.
Not on a stream I've been part of.
Alright. Let's see, actually, before I was streaming with you, I think all I was doing was League of Legends streams. Yeah, because I think when we started Terraria is when I pulled you in.
Yep.
At some point I should stream some League again.
Construction complete.
It's been a while.
Engaging enemy fleet.
Actually, I haven't played League in quite a while, which is a shame. I love the game, I just haven't played in a while. Too many games, not enough time.
Oh, you're going for the regenerative hull tissue?
Mm-hmm. Wait, do you and I have like a research agreement?
I don't think so.
How did you know I was doing that?
I think you mentioned it earlier.
Oh, I did. I just didn't. Normally, if somebody doesn't make a reference to something right away, it throws me off if, like, 20 minutes later they refer to something.
It was gonna take too long. I decided to research something a little more
Oh, yeah.
simplistic.
I figure my attitude is if I'm willing to sink the time into researching it, probably nobody else has. So that's going to give me a military edge, at least until somebody else does it. I think that's actually one of my favorite things with the just ridiculously slow research, is that it really feels like what research you decide to do makes much more of an impact because of things like that. It's like, if I sink the time into regenerative hull tissue and nobody else does, that's going to give me a distinct military advantage until they research that. How am I doing, actually, scientifically right now? We're even... Oh, 15th place. Okay, so... 23.
Construction complete.
Yeah, you're in the head of technology.
Okay, I can't speak for second place because I haven't found them yet, but the only person I have discovered that has better science than me is the Fallen Empire. Every single other player, even the ones who are far above me in score, I am beating on tech right now.
All right, well, we ended the war.
That's not
In
good.
a positive or negative way.
For me, neutral.
Fair enough.
Yeah, most of the fighting was taking place with my ally down there.
Oh, so for our, the sort of big game we're playing with everybody, like even the people that don't want to be streamed,
Yep.
I came up with a solution to our lag problem, and Shinny and I were discussing it, and we think it's solid.
Mm-hmm.
I need to build a Colossus and just start destroying planets, because planets are calculations that generate lag. Therefore, the fewer planets the galaxy has, I should just pull a Thanos and destroy half the planets chosen. Like, I sit here with a die and roll to see which planets I destroy in the galaxy.
That is an option.
I know I've talked about this before, but there was an old game. There was an old game I like to play that actually Stellaris makes me think a lot of. Only this is like a 20-year newer and with a bigger than one-person development team.
Mm-hmm.
There was an old Mac game, Spaceward Ho, and it was kind of like this, only it was turn-based, and like I said, it only had one developer as opposed to all of this, but it was a remarkable game. By the way, if the person who made Spaceward Ho, I sadly forget your name, if you ever see this, you are awesome, good sir. But there was a thing in there that it was the Armageddon machine, and each player, every turn, you could choose to either turn it on or off. If at any point every human player in the game had the Armageddon machine turned on, a randomly chosen 50% of all of the planets in the galaxy would be destroyed. That could be all of one player's planets while leaving another one untouched. It was 100% random.
Mm-hmm.
And it was basically there as a like, if every single player wanted the game shaken up, it would do that, but it had to be every player.
Survey complete.
What was always fascinating was if you did that and then nobody remembered to turn it back off the next turn.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically the space word "ho" back in the 90s had a switch to summon Thanos.
Mm.
I'm a little concerned there's a loose support on my table here. I should screw that in.
Yeah. Where are we? I had you down to manageable levels. Why the hell are you back up that high?
Research faster. Traditionalize faster.
Feel that.
I need the Toy Emporium to colonize faster as well. Ooh, Titanic Life. Which sounds like it should be a terrifying and awful thing, but it's actually a bonus.
Oh, I didn't even realize there was a big federation going on.
You know, I just had a weird thought. So I'm sending colonists into a place that has Titanic life. Am I creating Attack on Titan?
Possibly.
Ooh, scientist just leveled. Cool. So how are other people's empires coming along?
They're coming. Every couple months is a crisis, as I try not to have people starve.
Yay!
I go and build some more colonies, except that would require actually having, stockpiles of stuff they don't have stockpiles of.
Sounds exciting.
Some could call it that.
Always remember, exciting does not mean good.
Yep.
Construction complete.
Okay, so my plan is this Bernathi assembly. Okay, you see their northern border there? Or northwestern or northeastern border? I'm looking at basically trying to pen them in there. I want to take as far as the black hole system. If I'm really ambitious, I'd like to take this trinary star system as well.
Initiating
Because
communication.
trinary stars usually have lots of stuff in them. Above and beyond just 3 stars.
Yes, we will agree to that. Thank you.
I'm glad you agree.
You guys can have another month's worth of food.
It's almost a month and a half's worth of food.
Please, sir, may I have some more? What is that from originally?
That is from what's that book?
I assume something Charles Dickens
It
that's
is,
been
yeah.
converted to film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ghost, right?
My first thought it'd be like Oliver Twist.
That's close, yeah.
Maybe.
I thought it was a. What can I think of it?
It's one of those with poor
It
boys
was Oliver
becoming
Twist.
stuff.
It was Oliver Twist.
By the way, okay, this is just a random thing while we're talking about Charles Dickens.
Like we normally do.
as you do. One of my greatest childhood disappointments, I read the book Great Expectations, and ironically, I read it with great expectations.
Construction.
That was an absolute downer of a book.
As a lot of the great classics are.
I mean, a Christmas a Christmas Carol wasn't, and I think for most of us that was probably our first exposure to Charles Dickens. And that's the book that began with, Jacob Marley was dead.
Yeah. Jacob Marley was dead to begin with.
I just had a realization. Okay, so I just had a realization, right?
Mm-hmm.
So okay. If you watch the Muppets version, it's Jacob and Robert Marley, because they had to introduce a second Marley so it could be Stanley and Waldorf.
Yep.
Robert Marley. Bob Marley.
Mm-hmm.
I assume that had to be intentional.
I assume it was.
That just now hit me. That's a good movie. I don't think I actually watched that this last year, because that's always one of my traditional Christmas. I like to watch this things. But you have to watch the VHS version, because the DVD version actually cut some stuff.
Huh.
And I don't know why. One of the things it cut was actually a song, and the song that they cut was a very important transition between two scenes. And it's this whole scene doesn't work if you don't have that song. So I can only imagine it was cut for time, which is weird because it wasn't cut from the VHS for time. So why from the DVD?
Yeah, DVD should have more room.
Yeah.
What was that?
VHS had time restriction or time constraints.
No, but the VHS had that scene.
Well, I know, yeah. That's what I mean. That's what you would.
Oh, yeah. Because everybody knows Betamax was better. That is a 20 or 30-year-old battle that I have not yet given up on, despite the fact that neither one is used anymore.
I was always pissed my parents didn't get Beta, because the library always had better Beta DV or Beta tapes than DVD.
See, my family had both, and the thing about that is that every time you would, this is the weirdest thing. Every time we would rent a movie or check a movie out from the library or in some way get a movie from an outside source, it was always VHS, 100% of the time. And yet everything we ever recorded ourselves was always in beta, 100% of the time. So why does it say Brony is now playing Stellaris?
I was just wondering that too.
I don't know.
Did you get disconnected?
No.
Weird. I see that somebody else I know has just booted up Ark. She's been telling me Ark is quite awesome.
It is.
I should play it.
I've played a little bit of it. I was having significant connection issues with the people we were playing.
She was coincidentally asking me earlier about the logistics of running a dedicated server. I assume it has to do with Ark. Hey, the Potfuels can have a building. You guys have crime. You guys need a precinct house.
I need.
Complete.
Can we pause for a moment? Seriously,
Sure.
pause for a moment. Thank you.
Paused. I have definitely noticed when they introduced megacorps, and especially the criminal syndicates and stuff.
Yep.
Okay, previously I never really built precinct houses or saw any actual need to do so.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, it's one of the things I like about Megacorp, the Megacorp expansion, is that it finally feels like there's a reason for those buildings to exist. On the other hand, prior to that coming out, I was always playing the Tallahassee Knights, which had a buff to their happiness, just pretty much everywhere. So I guess there really was never any drive to crime for them.
Thank you.
Yep. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm good.
Sounds good. Here we go. Why
So-
does the Free Citizen Coalition hate me? Oh, right. I guess. Well, wait a second. All I get from pleasing you guys is extra influence. I have more influence than I know what to do with right now anyway. Alright. You guys can just remain unhappy. That's fine.
Alright.
By the way, this is just a purely random side note. I'm not going to spoil anything about the movie, but has anybody else seen Endgame yet?
I have not.
No.
So
Construction complete.
Okay, highly, highly recommended. Very, very good movie. And that is all I will say on it.
drug trade expands. Oh crap!
Wait, what?
I have a plant
what?
that drug trade is expanding. I wouldn't mind it if I would get a cut, but
Oh man, and I haven't even had the chemical bliss technology come up to research yet.
cut that.
Oh,
Cut
yeah.
one
I
of
kind of
these.
just set some research and then forget about it because it will take forever.
That's more or less how this game works, or at least how this particular round works. On the bright side, as my people are leveling up, damn it. So the guy in my science ship that's like, assisting with research is a substance abuser.
Huh.
Is a leader lifespan of negative 20 years reduced.
I kind of picture like a dude like with a mullet and a big like 70s porn stash in a spaceship like drinking like a cheap like beer PBR and then like just chucking out the window of the spacecraft burping.
See, I was just picturing, okay, like with Cheech and Chong, when there was one scene I remember in one of their movies where like they roll down the window and just this like cloud of smoke billows out. I'm just seeing that elite spaceship form.
Analyzed.
Space weed. They spent
Yay!
too much time in your pot planet.
No such thing. The pot fields are amazing.
In Warcraft, I have a on one of the servers I used to play on, I had a banking guild just for the sole purpose of banking stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, as you did in Warcraft.
It was the medical fellweed co-op.
Construction complete.
Sometimes I would put just fellweed up for sale, just to keep it.
As you know, one does.
Construction complete.
what was it? So speaking of movies,
Yes.
is anybody going to see Detective Pikachu when it comes out in like 2 weeks?
You're thinking about watching it.
I am going to see it because I really, really want to see. I really want to see Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu.
I love Ryan Reynolds in general. He did such a great job as Deadpool.
He has. I was hearing, I think earlier today that they're talking about doing, as like the next sort of Marvel movie. I've been hearing that they're talking about doing like a Avengers versus, and I want to say that Deadpool is at least tangentially related to the X-Men. So, yes. I know nothing about like any of the other X-Men, but Deadpool.
Yep.
All right, you guys need a building.
Build it and
There
they
should be
will
a
come.
shiny building. Building this. Ooh.
Alright.
That requires the planetary administration. It's currently upgraded to it. Oh. I forgot I had researched. Wait. Is nanite transmuter something that's like a rare technology? Ah, crap. I can't afford the upkeep on it anyway. Because it needs...
Nanite?
It
What?
needs nanites.
Oh.
Where do
You buy it
nanites
from
come
the
from?
The market!
I don't think they come from there yet. Nope, nobody has yet discovered nanites. There's a lot of stuff on the slave market right now.
Yeah, I was looking through them. I mean, if they had better trades.
Construction complete.
Maybe cybernetic? I don't know.
Let's see. All right. I'm going to start hiring I'm going to start purchasing slaves and bringing them to the Toy Emporium as soon as that comes up and running. Which is going to be a while yet. Looks like it's going to complete actually in a little bit less than a year. Right, this planet needed a building. Let's temporarily throw in some civilian industries, because I need those. So how are other people's empires coming along?
Well,
Very, very slow and boring.
every few months I go to the market and I buy some stuff to keep my people from dying.
Seems legit.
Yeah, surprisingly well. Been throwing some food over to the... What's it?
Which we appreciate
Bad
very
tab.
much.
You will be our charity.
He's going to use you as a tax write-off. Is that cool?
Okay, technically with those two being built, I might actually be turning a profit with consumer goods, but I'll wait till
Initiating
those things actually get
communications.
built.
Once
Yay!
Empire is
Thank
stable,
you.
they don't
I
know
was
what to
full
do.
up, so
What was that?
I was full up.
Yep. Yeah. And build a generating district there.
You know who needs more people? Mind Orgy. Mind Orgy needs more people.
And you build it. And you build that. And
Construction complete.
yeah, I know you're doing that. So.
Initiating communications.
Yay! Thank you. Yeah, slave was sold.
I just went on a massive slave buying rampage. Like, I just bought, like, lots of them.
Would you like more? I could sell more.
I think I'm good so far. Alright, Mind Orgy needs more research labs.
I may actually be good for like a couple of years.
Perfect.
Construction complete. Construction complete. Construction complete.
You beat me to the punch. Good thing I like you guys.
Construction complete. Survey complete.
Just so you know, when you get living metal, it costs almost 2,000 months to.
Oh, jeez.
I'm changing my mind on that for now.
What are you doing as far as science per month?
Wow, that's crazy.
Not a lot.
I'm at 494 myself.
267 for my.
Okay.
I'm gonna work on upping that.
Construction complete.
What?
What? Spaceport
They
under
beat me
attack.
to the punch. Alright. Hey, you need to get there, like, right now. You can't, like me. Okay.
Construction complete. Construction complete. Construction complete.
Alright, and now that we've merged those fleets together, we can go over there. Crime continues to be a problem. Anti-crime campaign, go! What the heck is that?
So on my capital, I am out of jobs, and I'm also out of tiles to add more jobs. So
Construction
this
complete.
just increases my need for the tier 2 materials.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Oh, hey, I like to see still fun, guys. Racket Industrial
Construction
Enterprises.
complete.
You have a ton of. Are those yours, actually?
What was that?
Xanax. Never mind. I was just thinking he had a ton of science ships, but I don't think they're all his. It looks like
Ah,
a bunch of people's.
War has broken out.
Alright, who's at war? Okay, those people over here with those people down there.
Were we gonna continue this one, or were we gonna switch over to the other?
at this point, since it's about 10,
Yeah.
unless people want to switch.
I'm up for either.
KiraKitty's playing some Stardew Valley over there.
Sounds good. kind of a race with
Construction complete.
the Bermathi Assembly as far as their northern border right now. They have a cast a spell on us, not vice versa though.
Construction complete.
All right.
Alright, so only another year before I finally get some more tech researched here.
Yay. I'm at like 10 years. But less than a year until my next tradition.
I'm at 2 months.
Ships upgraded.
Research complete. Ooh, planet
Yay.
capital with Hall of Judgment. That sounds like something I want. I'm gonna take it.
What are you taking from who?
Just research. Planetary capitals.
Oh, yeah.
So, and you go there.
Survey complete.
Alright, so. Yeah. That done. That done.
I have a world that has 6.45 peeps a month, or growth progress a month.
Wow. I think the highest I've ever seen is like 5.7 or something.
Yeah, I think this is the highest I've ever gotten also, so... Heck yeah.
Construction complete.
Oh, yeah. I got it up to 120... No. 115% growth pop.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
I'm down to only 3 main battle fleets now.
Okay.
Oh, are you dismantling them or something?
Well, I had one of those, that ore that I started out in, I got hit pretty hard by it. And so I basically just scrapped it out to merge with the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
I think I ended up disbanding like 2 ships or something.
Complete.
I've discovered slavery is ridiculously convenient. I need more population here. I'll just buy some. Low stability. Hang on, I gotta pause.
It,
Let's see. All right. Why are you people unhappy? You have crime. Oh, that's right, because I just populated you with like 80% slaves. That's why you're unhappy. Would you like some bread and circuses? Right.
Wow, I didn't realize you had so many systems. Crazy. P.O.
I'm going to just trust that that is going to be, oh, okay, so you're mostly angry about overcrowding and an extraordinarily low population approval rating. Right. You know, okay, I can put up with that short term. Okay, continuing.
Do you need crystal minerals, Brony?
Minerals I'm good on. Right now, energy is my biggest concern.
Okay, hang on 1 second.
Oh, really? Energy?
Yep.
Construction
Is it
complete.
energy?
Yep.
Initiating communications.
Thank you. And one of my admirals has died.
No.
I will not be replacing them immediately.
Initiating communications.
Yes, Fox people, I will enter into a gang wars.
So I zoomed all the way into the black hole, and it's just this black screen, and it scares me. They say that sometimes if you stare into the abyss stares back. It's true.
Construction complete.
Okay, that was my philosophical moment.
Technology discovered.
I'm still actually like genuinely
Martial
excited
law.
that they
Land the troops.
I'm still genuinely excited that they have actually managed to like get a picture of a black hole.
Yeah.
I know that was a couple weeks ago at this point, but yeah, it was so exciting.
And it looks like the ISR.
I mean, that's an additional bonus.
Ooh, gas refineries or Starhold?
Oh, that's a tough one. That is an extremely tough one.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go gas refineries, I think.
I probably would myself. And I love star bases, but I probably would go for that myself.
Yeah,
Construction
that was
complete.
tough choice.
Ships
Yeah.
upgraded.
That's actually the main reason why I ended up deciding that for my next tradition I was going with Discovery, is I really want the additional... I'm working toward the first one I want to get is Science Division, which gives me one additional research alternative.
Oh, yeah.
Which... that sounds like such a tiny bonus until you really think about what it means. It's like, oh, wow.
Yeah, alternatives is one of my favorite things to get early on.
Yeah.
Are you going after that pirate ship, Shimmy?
Yeah, I can if you want.
Yeah, I'm 600 days away from it.
Seemed like they're wrecking your place, so I thought I'd assist.
Thank you.
Construction complete.
Plus it gives my captain something to level up on. I forgot this game I had the replicator ship. This thing's awesome.
Okay, so in a few moments, I should have that empire cut off as far as expansion to my area.
War has broken.
Oh, so
Oh,
that's
suddenly war happened. Sarnobyl, I think this is the most wars I've ever seen you get involved with in a game.
so about that. Apparently, I'm in war now with you.
Ruh-roh.
So let's see, a trinary system. We have a class M star,
Oh, yeah,
class
there.
K star, and a class G star.
I hope you were bringing your fleet over.
I am very slowly.
Construction complete.
492 days, 490.
And market and
The system will soon be mine.
buy the food.
Meantime, you research here.
Hey! It's official. I am finally positive on consumer goods. So
Victory!
So that means
Yay.
it means I only have 2 negatives right now.
I have 20 years until I unlock my next tradition. I just saw that. It is fascinating comparing this game versus the game where we kind of almost made like chaos rules.
Mm-hmm.
That game is very much just frantic, like making decisions on the spur of the moment. This one is much more the like, okay, 10 years from now, I'll still be in the middle of researching this. What do I want to research?
Yep.
Oh boy, they're attacking my
Technology
south
discovered.
border with a massive fleet. Nice.
These guys are assholes.
Yep.
It seems problematic.
Oh, of justice, I totally need that.
Oh, yeah.
With the criminal wars going on.
I mean, we're talking like, drug cartel wars that sounds like you're dealing with.
There's one of my planets is over 80% crime.
Good Lord. I didn't know it could get that high before, like, governmental
You
collapse.
should rename it Medellin. It's your cartel planet. Is your leader named Pablo Escobar by chance?
No, I don't believe so. I can check on that here in a moment.
That can be remedied.
Yeah, and that planet I have anti-crime campaigns and martial law going on.
Okay, so there's part of me that wants to take... Okay, so I have a mining world named Can You Dig It?
Yep.
There's part of me that wants to take it to an ever so slightly more obscure reference and call it Shaft. Can't decide. Wasn't that like one of... Because that was Samuel Jackson, wasn't it? Shaft?
Might have
Or
been.
was that Wesley Snipes?
I don't remember. It's been a while.
Hang on. Google knows the answer. No shit. I almost spilled the, like, drink of my people.
I gotta retreat my fleet back to my space.
Okay. Shaft. Whole cast and crew. Yeah, Samuel Jackson as John Shaft. And somehow that doesn't surprise me. I guess partially because I thought it was, I remember hearing it was him. As a random side note, Samuel Jackson almost seems like, you know how like Tim Curry has been in way, like, if you really stop and think about Tim Curry movies, it's like, okay, well, you know, here's like 3 that come to mind. Oh wait, he was in this.
Construction
He was
complete.
in this. Oh, he was in this. I feel like in a lot of ways Samuel Jackson's kind of the same way.
Yeah.
Survey complete.
Wait, what? No, stop. Hang on, pausing. Building ruined. The hell? Why did you ruin my civilian industries, you bastards? Okay, new plan. Okay, this is your last chance before I exterminate you all. Oh, we somehow dropped population because you probably all emigrated. No? The hell, guys? Seriously. You know what? Fuck it. Martial law. I have the influence. I'm declaring martial law. Okay, continuing time. I'm gonna keep my eye on this planet, though. Gonna build you a city district so that we'll get rid of the overcrowding. As for the low population rating, I assume, I mean, with you all being slaves, I assume Stockholm Syndrome will set in hopefully soon. Oh, God. I'm a terrible person. That's one of the things that I actually love about Stellaris. You can be the most, like, you know, awesome thing, person, whatever, or you can be, like, the most terrible person. And the game allows for both options.
Yeah.
To me, this is one of those games where, okay, I know a lot of games claim, a lot of claims that are, hang on, distracted. Okay, cool, you've surveyed that. Okay, I know a lot of games claim they have, like, you know, a, hey, like, moral system, you can make choices of, like, you know, are you going to be good or evil? And the problem is that most of those, it feels very contrived. There's a game in particular I'm thinking of where it's like, how on earth is that a good, like, how is that the good action? And how is this the evil action? Stellaris is like the one game where I feel like you can be good and evil, and it's like the game doesn't say this is good, this is evil. All the game does is say this is the effect of choosing this policy, this is the effect of choosing this ethic. Whether that's good or evil is entirely up to you. We're just saying this is the consequences for choosing this versus this.
Shoot them! Shoot them all!
Fire some missiles!
I'm just cleaning up some like alien messes.
What's this?
Where are you taking that way? There.
Approached by this delegation from the subterranean aliens, like, can you dig it? You know? Yeah. We'll help with that. So, my mining world seems to have the dunny on it. Has anybody here other than me played Myst?
Just briefly.
Okay. If you've only played the original, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not going to say more for fear of spoiling what you have not yet encountered.
Okay.
By the way, play the rest of Myst. I have it. I actually, I backed the Kickstarter to make like a 25th anniversary edition that runs on modern machines.
Mhm.
I will totally bring it over, and we should play it because it is one of my favorite game series of all time. Didn't that bring that? Oh, because it brings up the market, and I happen to be on the slave market last.
Yeah.
Alright, Sarnobyl, I'm gonna leave you to the battle to the south here. And I will go north.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, let's sell these off because I have just an overwhelming surplus of those. Consumer goods, and another 2,500 should cover me for a while. I think I inadvertently made space dwarves. I have a surplus of 229 per month of minerals.
Mm-hmm.
Food is okay. I'm slightly behind on injury credits, and I'm slightly now I'm notably behind on consumer goods. Oh, who just opened their borders to me? The Cyclops birds. I shall open my borders to you. Did I not? Oh, I didn't have my borders close to you. Sweet. Alright. Sure. Being a Cyclops bird would be really difficult, because I can't imagine being a bird without, like, depth perception.
Yeah.
I feel like that's important to birds. I've never been a bird. Hey, cool. The pot fields are up to 45% approval or stability. Okay, when I play the Tallahassee Knights, I have literally never had to worry about stability. When I play the Flurp Toy and Game Company, I never have to worry about stability. But for some reason, the hedonistic land of Flurp likes to just descend into chaos. I can finish building the city district. That should help with a lot of things.
All right.
Okay, we're now up to 38% stability here. It's purely because your pop rating hates me. What about your population hates me, aside from the fact that you're all slaves?
I mean, besides being slaves, I mean, what are your other concerns?
Yeah, I mean, such a minor detail. I mean, why is that even a thing that you care about? For the record, this is the first time in Stellaris period that I have ever actually done slavery. So I have absolutely no idea how any of the slavery stuff works. I'm learning this as I go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I finally, after all this time, discovered where I can see how long it's going to take people to demote to a lower stratum.
Okay, where is that?
Okay, let me see if I remember. Okay, so you click the population tab under jobs. There's this whole big thing.
Yep.
If you click where the unemployment icon is on the left side there, that'll bring you to like a bunch of people. And if you hover over them, the ones that are unemployed, it'll show like stratum, like in my case, specialist, demoting to worker in blah.
Okay.
Oh, you're all unhappy because you destroyed the building you worked in that gave you a better job. I suddenly have no sympathy for you. You guys had a great job as like toy makers, and you gave that up because you destroyed the goddamn building you were working in. The hell, guys. I mean, sure, I dream of burning down my place of employment too, but you guys actually did it, and you guys made toys for a living. Seriously, what is wrong with you? Shinny, you never heard that. Okay, I just hang on. So I just clicked on a picture, or I just clicked on my government tab so I could see like a flurp, and I just pictured, you know, why am I blanking on the name? The guy that makes candy videos.
Willy Wonka?
No, YouTube, candy, shop in Florida.
Oh, Lofty Pursuits?
Lofty Pursuits. I just thought of the like Lofty Pursuits, like the guy that does all the narration for them. And I'm picturing that coming out of a flurp now, like making candy.
There's a fleet bigger than I can handle in Agafahindra, or whatever it's pronounced.
At some point, I need to actually order candy from them. I know I've said this before, but like, I want to just order like a custom batch of candy from them.
They do custom stuff.
There right away.
Okay, I'm not going to do that drunk. When I sober up, I might actually place an order. Okay. You guys are overpopulated.
I love watching their videos. They're so relaxed.
They are. It's like the Bob Ross of candy. It's like you can't not smile when watching their videos. By the way, for those watching, if you happen to also watch YouTube, because I don't believe they have a Twitch channel, definitely check out Lofty Pursuits. It's a candy shop down in Florida.
And
They do YouTube
Tallahassee.
videos about making candy. Wave of earthquakes.
It is a 5.5 hour drive from my house in New Orleans.
Huh.
So maybe you guys can come visit and we can take a road trip.
It is a possibility.
I'm becoming less and less convinced that these subterranean people are the Dunny. But I can't say why, because, well, no, actually I can, because this never came up in, I don't think, any of the games, only the books. These guys aren't nearly as overcautious as the Dunny are. The Dunny are a very cautious people. Okay, Brody.
Yes.
This is happening. I am bringing the games over and we are playing them. I don't care if it happens for YouTube or streaming, or if it's just literally me sitting in your house, like squeeing as you're playing like one of my favorite childhood games. Because for like, I think it took me 2 years to beat the first one. Now it should be noted I was a kid, but at no point during those 2 years did I ever feel like, you know, the frustration a lot of puzzle games can give, where it's like, come on, it's like right here, right in front of my face.
Sure.
I never got that playing Myst, because with Myst, I was so absorbed into the world that I never got frustrated at the puzzles, because I would literally go for an in-game walk to calm down. It's like, okay, I'm gonna look around, I'm gonna come back with fresh eyes, and I just wander around the island and come back. It's like, okay, let's try this again. Oh, there's the problem, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
I see your second fleet is here. What's up?
Yeah, they just have a transport fleet as well.
Yeah, transport fleets are easy peasy.
Holy crap.
You guys are unhappy due to lack of amenities, I think. And overcrowding.
I'm gonna go in.
You're going in? Alright, my ships are going in also.
$70 days.
Okay, you guys are overcrowded. I can fix that. You guys need a mining district. What? Oh, okay. That's good. Okay. You guys have crime because you suck.
Looks like your people are warping in, and mine are engaging. No, they're not engaging. Why are you not engaging? I told you to engage. Oh no!
They're almost at war exhaustion, and we barely are.
I'm late. Your fleet's gonna get kind of wrecked.
It's okay. We will rebuild.
Let me know if you need
shit.
alloys. Alright, my fleet's here. They're
I have
attacking.
13,000 alloys.
We will rebuild. Oh shit.
Yeah, my ships are going down quick.
What's this? A diplomatic insult.
There we go.
You guys have 4 eyes. As fellow enlightened beings, you should. Oh, you're a blood court. That's. Oh, and you're also fanatical purifiers. That's special. Hang on. Wait. Insult you back. Yeah. That. Yeah. You better remember that.
Deal with it.
Absolutely remember that. We will have your babies feeding us grapes in like 10 years.
Well, there's the thing.
Best quotes to come out of Stellaris. There's one of them. Okay. I have mostly recovered from my stability crisis. There's 2 planets that suck right now, but I think I can deal with this. Right. Okay, this has been... Yeah, this just needs to be claimed. Okay. This will connect my empire to my empire. At some point, I'm probably going to want to go to war with these guys and claim some stuff. Is it just me, or is the Bernathi Assembly lost territory to the south, but gained territory to the west? I don't quite remember it being this shape when we started.
That kind of is what I remember when I first looked at him.
Okay.
Repair.
I might be misremembering.
Construction complete.
Let's see.
You guys are incredibly short on
Man.
batteries.
So, how late are we going here?
No idea. Actually, that's already being built, which should take care of that. A mining district is already being built, which should take care of some of this stuff.
We're back to negative.
I currently have 5 or 6 planets lost, which I really need to get back ASAP.
You guys
So-
are unemployed.
Now I really need to head north, and hopefully you can handle the rest.
They'll take care of stuff down here.
Okay. Oh, I did warp out of that system, just so you know.
That's okay. I'm repairing, and then
You
I'm
have.
back in business.
Oh wait, no, that's your. Okay, that's your vassal that just went in. You fools! Oh, it'll hold them off for a while.
They're not the brightest of vassals.
Okay, just a little more than a year until my next research finishes. Finally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I still have like, what's that, 8 years?
Yep.
Yeah.
I hope they don't like surrender, because I still have my planets are in their territory currently.
Yeah.
I still have something like 18 years to go on regenerative hull tissue, by the way. I definitely feel like that's one, though, that if you do hit and run tactics, seems most useful. Because that gives it time to rebuild.
Well, should we call it here in the next few minutes?
Yeah, let me
Might
finish
be
this
okay with that.
combat real quick.
Yep, no problem.
I should eat food, actually, at some point this evening.
I would recommend that.
It's actually kind of fascinating. So recently I started, well, okay, not recently. Recently I really started buckling down and cooking more at home. And it's actually remarkable how if you go out to the grocery store and get like 10 different things, it's remarkable how many choices that actually gives you.
Yeah.
It's like, I could do this, or this, or this, or this, or, you know, etc. Or I could do this combination, or maybe these things, or whatever. Granted, my cooking doesn't really do much beyond just steaming things, warming up things from a can. Okay, those two things. But even with just those two things, it's remarkable how many, like, what a variety you can actually make.
Yeah.
Debris analyzed.
Okay. Now will you guys finally just take your jobs and shut up?
I got one more month until my main fleet respawns.
Yay, debris analyzed.
Yay! Okay, you guys are like just about to tick over to a good stability.
Okay. Back to the positive in the day.
Construction complete.
Did my main fleet spawn? Oh, it's right here.
Alright. I'm pretty much at a good stopping point whenever, so...
Yep, I'm good.
What?
I'm about ready to do combat.
Okay, we'll let you do that then.
Log updated.
Round 1. Fight!
Construction complete.
Oh, research completed. Cold fusion reactor, yes please.
Oh. They just had an election, and no sooner did that finish than the newly elected president died.
So, just so we're clear, you just had like a Franklin Delano Roosevelt
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
Okay. Get Truman, where is he? I feel like we missed our calling. I feel like the Drunk History Channel like beat us to the punch.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go quickly take my planets back.
Log updated.
You guys have what?
Yeah, slave was sold.
Okay, that literally never occurred to me as something that could happen, but it makes sense. Okay. So I have a planet with docile migrating forests.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a forest fire, which basically has resulted in a stampede by the wandering forests.
Nice.
In hindsight, it makes perfect sense that that could be a thing, but it never even occurred to me as a remote possibility.
So kind of like Lord of the Rings, hey?
More or less. Stellaris just continually surprises me with, oh wow, they thought of that.
Yeah.
Alright, 3 months until physics.
We pause very briefly.
Sure.
How does the Lahendra Slayers constantly whip out like 600 fleet power ships like constantly?
I don't know. They've got to be like burning through resources.
Yeah. And I'm burning through resources too.
Maybe they just have really big stockpiles or something.
Yeah, let me check them out on the leaderboard. Lahendra.
Like, I know I'm not one who generally tends to stockpile large amounts of stuff, but I know some people do. Probably the
All right,
NPCs included.
I'm good to continue.
Right, continuing time.
Well, I'm about to get my planets back, and then.
So every now and then it's kind of fun watching the technology research and thinking, like, where is Earth right now in these things? Is it fair to say that Earth is currently researching applied quantum physics, given that quantum computers are an active topic of research at the moment?
Maybe.
I would think so.
I have just got positive energy.
Yay!
Yay! It's
Who's
really weird for me
the
to
only
think
negative?
that it's really weird for me to think that in like 20 years we may be talking about like programming quantum computers. I mean, I know there's already been research into designing programming languages for quantum computers, but even though they're still in the very super early stages, it's just fascinating to me, like how the entire computer industry could change not too far in the future, actually. And I'm going to be the old man, like, back in my day, we had binary computers, and they worked with electrons, and they were on or they were off. I'll spontaneously develop that accent. I mean, it's going to happen. Ooh, moat harvesting traps. That sounds like something I need in 125
Okay, I'm going to quit for now. I'm kind of in a spot where it's going to take a while to get everything sorted.
All right. Is there anybody who's not ready to quit at the moment?
Updated.
Shinny seems unsure.
Can you give me like, was it 5 days for the ship to jump?
Okay.
Gonna come back and be like, oh, I'm actively getting destroyed.
Ah.
I just want to make one more militaristic move.
All right.
Alright. That should be good.
Ready? All right, pausing. Okay. Well, I think we're going to call it a night here. So, hope you all enjoyed watching. As always, we enjoyed playing. And see you guys next time.
Yep. Bye.